What's happening, Saints fans? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm currently in Mexico right now, so that's why you guys are getting all these videos of me, talking about all these individual players, because I wanted to do some videos ahead of time so that way I could break down the guys on the team, some of my thoughts, and what the other NFL media landscape is saying about our players. But before we get into today's video on Alontae Taylor, it's pretty simple. If you hate the Falcons, like the damn video. I hate the Falcons. I cannot stand Atlanta. I can't stand the Dirty Birds. Those colors, that team, blowing a 25-point lead, that's pretty funny. That's hilarious, producer Steve. So, like the video if you hate the Falcons, because I sure as hell am going to, so hit that thumbs up icon. So, let's talk about the breakout season for Alontae Taylor, because The Athletic predicted the cornerback to break out in 2023. They put out an article suggesting a player for every single team, and for New Orleans, they selected the former Tennessee Volunteer, Alontae Taylor. And here's what Larry Holder had to say. He said, "You've probably heard a lot about the 2022 rookie cornerbacks in New York and in Seattle. Last season, though, Taylor finished number 2 among rookie defensive backs in opposing passer rating when targeted via Pro Football Reference with a 62.6 rating. Only the Seahawks' Tariq Woolen had a 48.7 ranked better. And who was number 3? The Jets' highly touted Sauce Gardner at a 62.7. Taylor didn't become a full-time player until week 7 last year, and he didn't intercept a pass in 13 games. He had 9 starts, but he tallied 11 pass breakups. And also look at this picture behind the quote. Alontae Taylor blowing up a Steelers player. Sick. It's just so cool. But let's keep on going. Larry Holder finished up by saying Taylor is battling for time with Paulson Adebo and Bradley Roby on the outside and at nickel. His potential is evident, though. And honestly, I love Alontae Taylor. I think he's going to be a phenomenal player this season. I thought he was a phenomenal player last season. He was an absolute dog, and I'll tell you what, he was one of those guys that I was just so impressed with week in and week out. So I want you to help me and join me in showing some love to Alontae Taylor. If you think Alontae Taylor is going to have a breakout season, like this video, hit that damn thumbs up icon, because let's keep it real. We all know that Alontae Taylor is going to go nuts. So if you think that the cornerback is going to have a crazy season and finally get the respect he deserves, he played better than Sauce Gardner according to the stats. Just saying, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reporting it on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up icon, like the video. All right, so here's some reasons why I think Taylor can pop, and I'm going to have a few more reasons at the end of the show, so I encourage you to stick around for the entirety of today's video. 8 to 10 to 12 minutes. You can spare a few minutes of your time to talk about the Saints, unless you're not diehard fan like I am. But Alontae Taylor, he could win the CB2 role over Paulson Adebo, and that's a training camp battle that I am very closely going to be paying attention to. He did not allow a single touchdown pass in 2022. And one of my favorite things about him, he showed no fear. He showed aggressiveness. He showed moxie. He showed a ton of swagger on the field. Alontae Taylor is exactly the mold that the Saints defense has traditionally gone, especially in the DB route and in the DB area, of a lot of energy, talking a lot of smack, playing fearless, playing hard, playing 100 miles per hour all the time. And that is a few reasons to why I think Taylor can pop. And the PFF numbers, they just prove what I'm talking about. In 371 coverage snaps, he had a 56.3 coverage grade, a 58.3 passer rating allowed, a 46 total tackles, 8 pass breakups, and 0 interceptions. And that's coming in from those dorks over at PFF. But I'm just going to keep it real with you guys. Like I said a minute ago, the training camp battle between Adebo and Taylor is going to be intense. And I expect it to be awesome. Because I think either way, regardless of the outcome, you're going to get the best out of either Adebo or Taylor. And that is why I'm so excited for this training camp battle to get underway. And let's keep it real. Alontae Taylor lining up in the slot, that would be insane. That would just be so much fun. If he can beat out Bradley Roby for that spot, man, that would be fun. Because I know Taylor just wants to get on the field. It's not even like, oh, I have to play CB2. No, let me get on the field. Let me hit a mug. I almost said a bad word. Let me hit a mug, and I'm going to do some damage to the opposing team. Hopefully it's the Falcons every week. But anyway, we like to have fun. We like to have a good time. I've shown this picture before because Lance Moore keeps on saying it. I want Saints now to hit 16K subs. And if you're not going to do it for me, do it for the legendary number 16, Lance Moore. He was the greatest player to ever rock number 16 in the black and gold. Help us reach 16K. And if you need some reasons, I'll give you 5 right now. You get daily videos around the New Orleans Saints. Heck, I'm in Mexico with my family right now, probably like 14 margaritas deep, eating like 70 pounds of birria tacos and just going to town on a bunch of food. Saying what's up to the Mexican honeys as well. However, we also are going to keep giving you content because I'm working hard leading up to my trip so that way we can still give you guys coverage. You're also getting news, rumors, free agency coverage, draft coverage, all sorts of live shows, all sorts of fun giveaways. You get live game day coverage in our watch parties, which are absolutely electric. I promise you do not want to miss out on those. They are the most fun thing that we do on this channel, in my personal opinion. Reason number 4, probably my favorite reason, it's Saints videos by Saints fans for Saints fans. I've been bleeding black and gold since the day I stepped foot on this planet, and I will not stop bleeding black and gold till I don't have a pulse. So join me in getting Saints coverage every single week, almost every single day. And the best part about it, this is the selling point. It's 100% free. So hit that sub button, turn on your notifications, and join our squad. All right, so let's get back to the discussion of Alontae Taylor and Paulson Adebo. So I've shown the CB2 battle graphic before, but I just kind of want to go back and hit on this. 60 tackles as opposed to 46. 2 tackles for Paulson Adebo, or 2 tackles for loss, as opposed to 1 for Alontae Taylor. 7 pass breakups for 11 pass breakups. 0 interceptions for both. However, the PFF coverage grade for Alontae Taylor, a little bit better. It's pretty impressive for the rookie, got to say. And let me just say this. He changed his number from 27 to number 1. And another reason why I think he has to break out, if you're wearing number 1, producer Seeps, if you're wearing number 1, you have to be a dog. You have to be good. Like, you can't wear number 1 and be soft. You can't wear number 1 and just give up a bunch of plays. Like, that's not what's going to happen here. That is not allowed, especially when you wear number 1. But also, I want to just say this. His character is something that is incredibly admirable. The reason he chose to switch to number 1 is absolutely inspiring and very humbling as, somebody who's a Saints fan. He said, I had a single-digit jersey in both high school and at Tennessee. I wanted a single digit, but requested to have 1 when it became available. I didn't have an idea about what number. My cousin and I live for one reason, my grandma. She was my inspiration. The number goes a little deeper than just number 1. So I think that's really cool. I love my grandma too. I'm sure you guys love your grandmas as well. I just think that that's such a cool reason to change your number. It just shows, what's important to Alontae Taylor. I just love that. But pick a cornerback 2 for me. Is it going to be Alontae Taylor type AT? Is it going to be Paulson Adebo type PA? Something we like to do here at Saints Now by Chat Sports is audience interaction, because I don't want this to just be me talking at you guys. This is a conversation. So get in the comment section, share your thoughts, show off that football IQ, because we all know Saints fans are the smartest ones across the NFL, arguably across sports. Just comment below, share your thoughts. All right. So some final thoughts to round the show out before we get on out of here. I want to see Alontae Taylor's leadership get a little bit more developed. Obviously, as a rookie, he wasn't able to step into a leadership role, but I think that Taylor has what it takes to be a very vocal and very fast-paced leader. I think that he can lead a defense, lead a team in the locker room, on the field, on the sidelines, and in the community very well. Again, it's year 2, so I would love to see him get a little bit more leadership opportunities this upcoming season under Dennis Allen. So another thing that I love about him, his moxie kind of reminds me of a CJ Gardner-Johnson. I mean, is it crazy to say I love how much attitude that this guy has? I love that he's going to get up in your face, he's going to talk smack, and he's going to make your biggest enemy's favorite wide receiver look like an absolute JV prospect bum. I mean, come on. He put Davante Adams through the ringer for 4 quarters. So, I mean, it's Davante Adams. Like, that's not easy to do. Alontae Taylor is a stud. And if he's in the slot, I'm not going to lie, I actually kind of love it. I kind of love the fact that Alontae Taylor could line up in the middle, play in the box, play in the slot safety, play in that nickel role, and just do a little bit of everything because he is aggressive. He's quick. He has incredible athleticism. He has really good vision, and he plays fast, and he plays hard, and he hits harder than a damn Mack truck. So I think that him playing in the slot would actually be pretty interesting, and I think it could work out pretty well. And I trust this defensive coaching staff to make the right call here. And one more thing, I think that this cornerback room as a whole deserves a lot more respect. I mean, when you have Marshon Lattimore, Paulson Adebo, Bradley Roby, Alontae Taylor all on the roster, and you can't pick your starting 3 corners / your starting 2 corners and your box safety, your slot, or whatever, that's a lot. That's a lot of depth. That is a very good cornerback room. So I think and as a whole, not just Alontae Taylor, I definitely think he deserves more respect. I mean, the numbers show that he played really well last year. But all everyone wants to talk about is Sauce Gardner and Tariq Woolen. I want to see some respect on Alontae Taylor's name. I want to see some more respect on Paulson Adebo. I want to see some more respect on this cornerback room as a whole. I think that this team has what it takes to be successful at the cornerback position. So those are just some final thoughts to leave you guys with on today's video. So if you're excited to watch Alontae Taylor in year 2, get the ones in the comment section. Show him some love. Show him a bunch of love in the comment section. I want you to just flood it with Alontae Taylor. I want you to flood it with ones. I want you to flood it with your grandma's name, whatever it is. Just get the comment section popping. Show Alontae Taylor some love. And as always, don't forget to hit that thumbs up icon, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and y'all stay golden. We'll catch you next time.